Hi guys, it's Amy Avery again. Currently an Arbonne district manager, hoping to move up to area soon. But the last time I put videos on Facebook, I was talking about my weight loss journey, and many of you have heard that. And I love that. I prayed before I made that video, and I think it's really touched a lot of lives, which is great because that's not me, that's not my story, that's God's story. So I love that. Today I've really felt this on my heart the past week or so, that I really wanted to make a video of why I am doing Arbonne. And when I mean that, I don't mean just consuming the amazing products, but why I'm doing the business. Um, because you all already know my weight loss story, so I'm not going to go into that. But Mandy McCoy had been trying, and Lori Funk, which is so crazy now to think that I said no to Lori Funk. If you know who she is, she's amazing. Or even no to Mandy, it's just crazy. But I just wasn't ready yet. But I said no for 2 years to doing this business. I personally wasn't ready yet. I wasn't. I thought I was where I wanted to be and was doing what I wanted to do, and that was great. But I tell you what, after my life changed with using the weight loss products and the RA9 and just using all the baby products on Charlie, that was a big deal for me. But when I started seeing other people lose weight and other people get healthy and other people quit smoking and other people do all these wonderful things, it just really opened up my heart. And I think it was, I don't know, just being privileged and blessed to be a part of that. And that was a really big deal. So once again, I'm just opening up my heart. I mean, this is as real as real. I'm putting this on Facebook again. So this is it. This is as real as it gets. I never wanted to be a salesman ever. If you were my mom right now, she's probably wanting to wring my neck a little bit because every time I had to sell Girl Scout cookies or magazines or anything for school, I literally hit up my grandparents and that was it because I hated selling things. So it's crazy that now that's technically, I guess, what I do. But I tell you what, I don't have a single day that I feel like a salesman. I'm sharing my heart. I'm sharing these amazing products, and they sell themselves. They really, really do. Once people start using them, there's nothing even comparable to our products. There really aren't. So I don't feel like a salesman, but I still think it's funny that's where I ended up. But I tell you what made the difference this past year, and as other teachers, we tend to think in school year terms. So this past school year, God did a lot of things to just make me uncomfortable, make me very uncomfortable with my life, with my situation, with just with everything. And there were three big ones that I just knew I needed something. Number one is I am not made to be boxed in. That's not like a prideful thing or anything, but I've gotten so tired and beat down this year as a teacher, which I love teaching. I'm not knocking teaching. I love teachers that are amazing and can do that job, and that's what they're called to do, but I've never completely been called there. But I was getting so tired of trying to do these great things, and then just being beat down for whatever reason, whether it be a parent or a student or just whatever. You guys know, you just get beat down so much, to the point where I was starting to see why teachers end up being lecture worksheet teachers, and I just can't do that. I can't teach that way because I care too much about teaching, and two, I can't do it. I cannot be boxed in to this tiny little formation. God did not personally make me that way. I just can't do it. So he really put that on me numerous times this year. The next thing was I got so tired of working so stinking hard, that I would come home and I would have absolutely nothing left for Travis or for Charlie. to the point that, Travis and I went through some hard times with our marriage this year for numerous reasons. But one of those is Travis really, and Charlie, I'm sure too, just felt really neglected. Because I would come home and on a good day, I had enough energy to work out, maybe. I would hopefully maybe make dinner, and then there was just nothing. I was sitting in my chair, literally counting down until 8 o'clock so I could put Charlie to bed and I could go to bed. And it wasn't because I didn't love my family, it was just because I was so tired of giving everything I have all day and getting everything taken, everything taken and taken and taken, and not being able to have anything left for my family. And I know a lot of that's balance. So I guess that was just a way of God telling me that I'm awful at that balance, but made me really uncomfortable with that. Finally, I really sat back and I've always known that God has called me to be a writer and a speaker, and He's placed so many books on my heart, and I've started a few, and I love that, and I'm so excited to do that work. But I really sat down and I was able to look at where I was at a year ago, and I hadn't made any progress in an entire year. And the thing is I had tried so many different ways, getting up early, staying up late, trying to make it a priority and putting it into my schedule. And it was not working. It wasn't working because I just was exhausted. I couldn't do it. And so I just realized I am so tired of being tired, but working so hard at something that I think is an amazing godly thing, and a great service, but never getting even a step closer to what I know for a fact God has called me to do. And for me, that reason alone should really make me wake up. So after those three big things, I knew that something had to change. So I don't really know completely what switched. I think it was a combination of all that, and God just put it on my heart. He's like, you have the resources, you have the story. When it comes to finances, tons of other people are making a lot of money off of your story. So why don't you go use that and give it a try, and then you can be at home and you can write and you can speak and you can do all of that. So I went ahead and did that. And you know what? By saying yes to Arbonne, I found out truly that the Arbonne atmosphere is the greatest thing in the entire world. And I'm not just saying that because it's my network company. I mean, because I'm not going to go into the products right now. But like I said, there's nothing comparable. They're amazing. But the Arbonne atmosphere is so refreshing for a school teacher to go from a classroom where I have kids telling me that they can't even talk about God, and I have to correct them. I said, you can talk about whatever you want, and as soon as you talk about it, I'm talking about it. But just a profession that's just constantly kicking God out, and it's so stressful for that. To being in this most godly atmosphere, and oh my goodness, it's amazing. As far as the lines, it's health and wellness. It's not just a one-hit wonder. It's not just makeup. It's not just diet or wellness. It's not just skincare. It's not just one thing. We just have stuff across the board just to be pure, safe, and beneficial. And we were health and wellness before health and wellness was cool, which is awesome. We love saying that. But this has been our mission for 35 years, back when everyone was still chowing down on McDonald's burgers and fries and thinking it was okay. So we have so much experience. So that alone is awesome. Sorry, like I said, back to the atmosphere, these women are so godly. I had a moment that I said to myself, you know what? The absolute worst thing that could happen in this situation is that I would fail at Arbonne. And one, if I follow the system that I'm going to go over in a second, you're not going to fail at Arbonne. You're just not. But even worst case scenario, if I was to fail at Arbonne, I would be a million times better Christian woman for spending all this time with these godly women. All of our trainings, all of our conference calls, everything is grounded in the Word. I love that. I love that we're saturating our dreams and our visions in God, and we're surrounding them in prayer, and we're surrounding our customers in prayer. I was able to call one of my customers yesterday and just I mean, just to check on them and just being able to be a godly light for her was amazing. And I made that call because of Arbonne. You know, I love that. And that's the atmosphere we have. Everything's word-based. Just come to a meeting, random, but it's amazing. These women are so godly and so pure. Another thing I love about Arbonne is I once again, like the fundraising thing, I can't do that. So I can't be handed catalogs and be like, oh, hey, go sell. Like I wouldn't be successful at that. But that's not what we do in Arbonne. We have a very simple and proven system that works. And that's what I need. It's a real job. I've gotten more coaching, training, and mentoring in Arbonne than I ever have in my 4 years of education. And I didn't have to pay anything for it. I have no student loans. And it's grounded in the word again, which is awesome. So it's consisted of about 4 things. We do have fun parties or presentations, one-on-ones. All of this will train you. We do have meetings that you can bring new people to just to feel that atmosphere and also just to get energized. It's like a battery. You just got to be around each other and feel that atmosphere to keep you going. And then you share your heart like I did on that last video that you guys watched. You just share your heart and people try the products and they change lives. That's awesome. And then finally you just duplicate that. It's crazy. Like we try to make it a bigger deal than that, but that's really all the system is. But we train you. Like if we do your first 10 presentations for you, we basically get you to district manager for you as we're training you. I love that. That's awesome. We don't succeed unless the people underneath us succeed. We don't get any money for you signing on. So I love that. It's not one person at the top making all the money. That's what a normal business is. This is where we all help each other, and we are excited when you get to that even playing field or even go past us because we're excited that you're excelling. Last but not least, I love that. Hi, baby. Okay, I'll get you some in a second. It works. Arbonne's awesome, and it works. The system works. I tell you what. Just kind of to wrap up, my vision's huge. I love it. I get to stay home with this girl, this one, next year, and I get to write, I get to speak, I get to do what God called me to do, and I love that. I love that so much. So I guess my purpose in this video is if you are out there praying for something, whether it be financial freedom or whether it be time freedom, whether it's to be home with a kid or if you're just finding yourself in a job that it's not what God called you to do, don't settle for that. You don't have to. You don't have to settle for that. I don't care if you're 27 like me or if you're 70. It doesn't matter. Don't settle for what the world says you have to be. God's going to make that way for you. And if you're praying for that opportunity, I would love to sit down with you and just answer any questions you have, reassure you, show you, maybe go into more detail. Once again, I get to do this job with my girl. I take her everywhere. I love that. But yeah, just if you're looking for something, God's telling you right now, this is it. This is your opportunity to be able to do what God called you to do, to be able to be financially free, to be able to have time freedom, whatever it is you're looking for, if you're whatever you've been praying for, God's got it for you. So please feel free to message me, call me. I will be there at a drop of a hat as soon as we can, and we can have that conversation. I love you guys so, so much. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, and I cannot wait to talk to you all soon. Bye.